Chapter 2. After the driver hangs up, it's clear that he's worried about the fact that my dad is our county sheriff. "You're the one who ran out in front of my truck. I tried to stop. I couldn't help it." "I know. I was just trying to get that kid out of the way." "I don't want to get in trouble for—" I'm losing my patience here. "Just look for him. Okay?" "Yeah, all right. Wait here. I'll be right back." He digs a flashlight out of his cab and starts scouring the ditch that I'd been thrown into. I shuffle over and take a seat on the guardrail that's meant to keep the logging trucks from toppling over the side of the road if they take this curve too fast. The smell of burnt rubber still hangs in the air. I notice the crickets chirping from the shadows just as I did when I first got out of my car. I don't know if they've been doing it this whole time or if they were quiet for a while and have just started in again now. It's odd how certain things at certain times attract our attention. It's almost as if our brains focus on one sense or impression at a time. You get hurt, you notice that. Then as the pain starts to fade, you realize you're hungry. But the thing is, you were hungry that whole time and your brain just didn't tell you? Or did you suddenly start to get hungry right when you stopped focusing on the pain? It makes it hard to tell how much of the world passes by every day in that slipstream between what's really happening and what our brains register as real. Sometimes it can be a pretty big gap. That's one thing I've been learning this last year, ever since the blurs started. An ambulance siren echoes off the water somewhere around the other side of the lake. I wonder if my dad will be the first one from law enforcement to arrive. I'm sure that as soon as he hears his son was hit by a truck, he'll break every speed law in the county to get here. Mom would too, but she's at a graphic design conference in Madison this week for work. Even though she isn't supposed to get back until Sunday night, I'm guessing she'll start the 5-hour drive back home right away when she finds out what's happened. The ambulance's siren swells over the other night sounds, but it's still a few minutes out. While I wait, I watch the truck driver finish checking this side of the road and move to the other side. Evidently, he hasn't found anything yet. Letting my attention drift away from my ankle and shoulder, I consider what he said about me possibly having internal injuries. Gently, I prod at my side to see if there are any broken ribs. I can't tell for sure, but I've got some tender spots. Finally, his flashlight beam comes bobbing back toward me. "Anything?" He shakes his head. "No." "Well, if there was no boy, then you were seeing things, and that would mean—" The driver arrives by my side and asks me concernedly, "How are you doing?" "I'm all right." But that's not quite true, because I know I saw a boy out here. I know I did. The ambulance comes into view. By now, darkness has nearly devoured the forest. Because of the logs in the road, the paramedics aren't able to pull all the way up to me, so I hobble toward them as they hustle my way rolling a gurney along the road. As they check my vitals and give me a quick eval, they tell me that my dad was over in Pine Lake, which is on the other side of the county, but that he'll meet me at the hospital. Then they load me up, and when they swing the doors shut, it's almost like they're closing off a time in my life when things were normal again, the way they used to be before last fall, before the blurs began. But now, it sure looks like they're back, and if I'm starting to have them again, it almost certainly means that something terrible has happened. It almost certainly means that someone is dead.